Harbor Freight Icon has done it yet again. And what have they done this time? Well, as you see here before you, they have basically their version of the Knipex Twin Grip pliers. And I have both pairs, and we're gonna just do a little comparison here. I'm gonna open up the pack and show you what's in the pack, and then we're just gonna see how they feel in the hand. And that's really gonna be the major point, because I mean, these are definitely not gonna be bad pliers for sure. Just wanted to show you what the back of the package states so you can see 5-button locking system and unique jaw profile, front jaw design grips, screws, optimized side jaw with opposing teeth, yada, yada, yada. Made in Taiwan, item number 70310. All right, so let's go ahead and take these out of the pack here. Go ahead and take that off there. See if we can just rip these right on out of here. My initial, okay, let's put them down. I'm just gonna put them side by side. All right, so let me close these completely up here so I can get the most fairest. All I'm trying to do is just give a comparison. My initial comparison is that these feel a little more meatier, have more meat on them than these, but that doesn't really mean that one is better than the other. I'm just saying. Turning it over here, they look somewhat similar except for, hold on, turn it on this side here. Look somewhat similar except for it seems like this profile here is a little bit more narrow than this one here. And this one right here kind of lays nearly parallel, like this arm here lays nearly parallel with this one. But this one right here is a little offset. So that's probably for patent purposes why they had to do that. As you can see, they both have the, let me line this up here a little bit better than that. They both appear to have a little hole right here at the end. As you can see here, a little hole right here. I guess maybe for gripping wire or something like that. And as you can see that same little hole here. Turn them up like this. They don't look exactly the same, but obviously very close, similar design. This one here has a bigger, I guess, nub on the end versus this one here. The Knipex has a little less nub. One thing I do like the way the grips feel a little bit better. This doesn't feel bad at all. I'm not really saying one is necessarily better than the other, but I do appreciate a little grip that don't feel too cushiony. And I think that's one thing I think Harbor Freight Icon has done well. I like the way that grip feels. But of course, without the grip, you feel like you can just grip it a whole lot more tighter. Does not have this little, I guess, clip here. That kind of, I guess, spring-loaded clip for this, for the button here. So let's see, how many positions does it have? One. Seems like it only has, yeah, it has a few positions here. Yeah. I guess this is 5 as well. I can't really tell. I see a few teeth in there, so I'm assuming 1, 2, 3. So it's at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Let's see about the icons here. Yeah, you definitely can feel that slide into the groove in the teeth there a little bit more. So this is the widest position here. This is the most narrow position here. So let's do widest and put them beside each other. See what they feel like. They look this one right here feel like it's a little bit, maybe just slightly ever so wider, and the teeth, look like they have a little bit more different type of teeth pattern. That could be a difference. You see how the teeth pattern here, let me show you close up, is a little bit more toothy right here. But if you look at this tooth pattern right here, it is toothy, but as you can see, there's a flat region. If I can pick that up on camera, that's sort of a flat region right in here and right in here. So that's probably has something to do why they can make these pliers, something they're different, something where they're different enough so this does not perhaps infringe on any available patent for this one as well. But again, I like both. I mean, like I said, I'm not a professional anybody, but again, being able, and again, for a DIY, it's kind of rare you'll break a tool and need the warranty, but it does feel nice to be able to know that you can actually carry it to the store real quick. All right, so on to the inside of the jaws. So let's take a look inside of here. As you can see, I've already been using these pliers here, so there's a little damage done to them. Actually, it might not even be damaged. Yeah, it's not even damaged. You see how this jaw shape here comes, let's compare it to this one. It's like it, put it on this side to be the right comparison here. Yeah, as you can see, that's what they look like. It's somewhat identical. Icon's a little wider, but very, very identical there. Not identical, but very close. And here's also seemingly very close as well, except for I feel like these little regions here, the teeth are a little bit more spread out than these teeth right here on the Knipex. So, I mean, that's the Icon, sorry. So, wow. Again, right now, $20 at Harbor Freight. I got mine with a 30% off, or no, 25% off coupon, I guess. Like basically like $15, $16. These right here, if you get them at regular price, I think I bought this, the non-comfort grip version, for like $26 from Amazon. So again, not a huge price difference, but again, there's a somewhat of a price difference, and probably a little bit easier to warranty these than these. But at the same time, I mean, this is a well-known brand. I'm sure they got a system to warranty out stuff relatively easy. And again, lifetime warranty, I'm pretty sure, I mean, pretty much any hand tool company, even cheap ones nowadays, have lifetime warranties on their hand tools. So now I want to move on just to a really quick just grip test. I want to see how they feel just pulling something out. So this test I'm going to do is not really going to necessarily quote unquote prove anything. It's just more or less just to see how they feel pulling out a screw. So here I got a 2x4. Got some deck screws. So I'm gonna just screw a couple of deck screws in all the way down, and I'm going to use each one and just to give you an idea how they feel. So here we go. Just go ahead and put this one right here, right here. Close enough. And we'll put a second one right here. Okay, that's good enough. Again, I just want to see how they feel just getting a grip. That's all the goal here again, because this is not really going to prove anything. They both should be able to get these fastened out, but it's just more or less how do they feel when I get a grip trying to pull something out. This one looks a little deeper than this one, so I'm going to put the Icon to the test on the more deeper one, which is this one here. As you can see, slightly deeper, but again, doesn't really make a difference. So let me just get in there. I think for this size screw, I might want to open the heads up just a bit. Maybe I'll take them out a notch, about like that. Extra little gap to get some more leverage here. Okay, all right, not too shabby. And also we get a quick test on if you can damage the Harbor Freight relatively easy. As you can see, my Knipex really didn't have any damage in them just yet, so we'll be able to, although it appears to have some damage, that comes from, I think that's some drywall or something plastic. You can see I'm just pulling it right out. So it really doesn't have any damage at all. And I've used these several times for different things. So, all right, so let's go ahead and pull these out. Now, we'll say right off, I do like the comfort grip, but not that, I mean, it's very minor. It's just that I just prefer comfort grips most of the time than not. And so these aren't, this is sort of in the middle ground, sort of. This is like a tweener, if you will. It's a little bit more cushion than this, but not quite as much as a real, cushion handle. But again, I do like that though. That's, again. But as far as gripping wise and grabbing the bolt, I mean, they don't feel really any different at all, to be honest. So again, just a quick test to see how they feel in my hand. That was it, not to really prove anything with that. So now let's just take a quick look at the teeth and see if we see any damages from that. I don't see anything. I mean, there's a little bit of chipping in here, but not, I mean, a little something there, but I mean, hell, I mean, it's not gonna be able to hold up 100% to everything. Little something right there where the tip of my thumb is at right here. I don't know if that's picking it up on the camera, but not really anything necessarily to be alarmed about. Let's take these, take a look. And again, if there is, that could be, that right there might be a new scratch where you see this little spot at right here. But again, I have used these several times on my car and in stuff inside the house. So it's hard to really say what is new and what's fresh, but that looks kind of fresh. I think you should, hold on, let me see. If you see these, that right here and that right there, these two little spots, those might be new. So basically, at least with just gripping that bolt, again, it doesn't really prove much, but the metal doesn't seem, obviously their pliers meant for gripping and pulling and being an extraction type pliers. I mean, they should have some pretty decently hard metal, and they do feel that way in the hand. So anyway, this has been the Harbor Freight Icon, basically their version of the twin grip, but they call it the Fast Adjust Push Button Slip Joint. And it's been compared directly to a Knipex just in a very simple way. And hey, for me, they feel pretty much identical. You can't go wrong with either plier. This is not, you know, a $50 or $100 set of pliers in the first place. Again, I got a link in the description to Amazon for these right here. I think it was like $26. These right here are $20 without a coupon. If you get a 25% off coupon, they'll be $15. So either way, nice pliers, you can't go wrong. I hope you enjoyed it. Put any questions down in the comments and let's talk about it. You have a good one. To the next one. Bye.